Hi there! Welcome to this week's tarot reading. What's your next step for money and career? And this is for 13th through 19th September 2020. And I'm Sekkat, by the way, from Seqkat'sEnlightenment.com, and I'm glad to have you here with me. Okay, so take a moment now and look at the totems and choose which one you feel that is an affinity towards you, or that you feel is kind of tugging at you, or that you feel is right for you. And take your time with this. And when you find the one that you feel is for you, you will find the matching timestamp with each totem in the description box below. And if you need more time to choose your totem than I'm affording you here, just pause the video. Okay, I will see you at your totem. Welcome if you chose the Raven totem. So let's see what your theme card is for what's your next step, money and career reading for the week of September 13th through 19th, 2020. Follow the moon. So since this is money and career reading, this tells me it is time to heed our intuition. And also with the moon, it is about following a flow too. So if you feel like things are going into the flow, move with it. Don't move against it. Now let's see what the cards have to say. And keep in mind as I do these, I have this tuned to many of you and your unique individual stories. So you'll have to tune in to, as I read this, how it's relative to you. And I will pick a few cards here and then start reading them. Here we go. Okay. All right, so follow the flow. Yeah, I'm not surprised because what flow means. All right, so first thing that we're getting here is we have experienced a failure in the past. Don't let that inhibit your ego to move forward in fear of failure again. Don't let that happen. And they're reaffirming that too here by reassuring you to have faith. The universe has got you, but you're kind of focused right now on this failure. And thus, you're going to perpetuate the failure if you continue to look at it. So you want to get your focus off of that and have faith that the universe has got you. And it does, and things will work out. But you just got to change your focus. And this is where you can put good old law of attraction into action and start focusing on what you want, and that you have it as you want it. One of the hardest things for ego to do sometimes is to look at what it wants, because it's so fearful it won't get what it wants. And then it fears it can't have it, and it fears the pain it will feel not getting it. That's why we complain. That's what a complaint is. A complaint is an unmet desire. But we complain we don't have a desire. Instead of saying, I want XYZ, we go, I don't have XYZ, because there's a little bit of fear that we can't have XYZ. And that's what the complaint comes from. But you are being called to a spiritual calling now. So you're being called to that flow that I was talking about. Because when I say flow, you've got a heartline fate, which pulls you into flow, pulls you into your thriving. What Source came here to experience through your unique personalities, what your affinities are, what you like. That is your flow. That is your heartline fate to be following. And this is your calling. And it is upright. So it looks like you're open to that, even though you're struggling a little bit egoically with past failures. So you're at the right place with this reading. We can help you out with that. Okay, so that is your theme. So now let's look at your first row, which will be your past that is affecting the second row, which is your current present. So that could be a past from any timeline, a past, a good ways away, or a recent past that's affecting your current timeline, which is the second row. And then your final row will be what's your next step? What steps should you take that are in your highest alignment and good? Again, I will pull up all the cards and then I will start reading for you. That one or two? It was two. Oh yeah, got your cards down. Got plenty. Okay. So, oh my. Oh, they have a lot to say. Oh boy, here we go. There's the story. And here we go. All right, so in your past, you were facing a choice that you had to make. And it looks like you did not heed your intuition on that, or there might have been some emotions tuned into your relative story. Again, I have this tuned to many of you. So you may not have looked at some emotions, and again, the moon too also refers to emotions as well. As well as the intuition. So I don't know if there was emotions that you needed to work with and you didn't do that, or if you just didn't heed your intuition. Sorry about that, guys. That's irritating me. And I'm not asleep. All right. And then, yeah, and that fear of failure, it's showing up here too. It looks like you might have tried something in the past, or had the opportunity to, but you were a little bit too scared to get burnt, so you probably didn't do it. So maybe that decision you made was you held back on something that would have pulled you into flow because you were a little bit fearful and you didn't heed your intuition that was saying, hey, go this way. Yep, didn't heed that intuition. You were being called to go within and meditate, and it looks like we did not heed that. So yeah, there's a lot of heeding this intuition, guys. That's very important. And it looks like this got you somehow into a tangled mess with other people. And this also represents Libra, so this could be tossed in there saying, hey, Libra, or with whomever you engage in the situation. And the moon card also represents Pisces. I forgot to cover that one. So pay attention to those if that's relevant to you and your particular story there. And if this by chance, so the tangled messes with people got into a legal situation, it did look like it turned out okay for you legally. If it is, again, relative stories, tune in. Yep, the universe did not support you not heeding your intuition. So all of this decision making, it didn't go well. We didn't heed our intuition. We missed out on that opportunity because we did not go in and meditate to tune in, and it led us into a mess, and the universe did not support those decisions. And you're here again, guys, so let's not repeat that. And then there was perhaps someone that was enabling you or empowering you some way, and they stepped out of that role, which gives you the opportunity now to step into that power. And maybe that's what happened. They stepped out of that role, and then you had an opportunity before you to move into more of a powerful role. But out of fear, you may have failed to do that. They were calling you to be who you are, and if you had chosen to be who you are, this would have brought everything working out for your highest good and alignment. And them stepping out of your role is helping you coming into being who you are, coming into your own power, which is leading to in your highest good and alignment. So have no fear. This can still lead to your highest good and alignment as soon as you embrace going into that flow. Like I said, your spiritual calling is to follow that flow, follow what that heart is leading you and guiding you to do. And don't look at those egoic things that scare us, those egoic, that failure that we've had in the past, and perpetuating about staying focused on that. And we have the Lovers card here in reverse, so I don't know if we had a squabble or something go wrong with a romance partner here. It may play a role, but this is money and career, so maybe possibly they're tossing this in here for a possible business partner too, maybe even a lover that was a business partner. So something might not have gone well with that, and then this brought in some overwhelm to you, or maybe just that lover maybe stepping out of your life brought you into some perhaps financial overwhelm of some sort. So you're going to tune in and see how that works. And that tangled mess, maybe there's a decision we need to make, it didn't work out, and it brought us into a tangled mess with our lover, maybe even led to breakup or perhaps divorce. Listen to your particular story. And again, also this is, the Lovers card represents Gemini, so it could be tossed in there for you on that particular go. Okay, so that is your past. That is affecting our next row that we're going to do now, which is your current present. Okay, and again, I'll pull up all the cards and then read them for you. I lost the card. We'll be right back after a blip. Okay, welcome back after that blip in our found card. adjunct. More for you here. There we go. All right. So at current present, you are being invited to look at some dreams and choices. Again, following that flow. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's your spiritual calling. And that's looking at what are your dreams? What is your passion? What is your excitement? That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're feeling very apathetic. You've been really sunk into this and the past failures of the situation. And you're bored with how things are. You're not liking that. You are experiencing a true offer of love. So I don't know if this goes back to this lover, if it's the same lover, maybe you're repairing or fixing something, or maybe this is a new person coming in, and I don't know how this is going to perhaps offer you a better opportunity with your finances and or career. And then we also, in some form or fashion, we are feeling trapped, and that's actually showing up again in the next pile here. You're feeling so trapped right here, so that's coming up. So this one it also represents Capricorn. So for some of you, it could just be saying, hey, Capricorn. So we're feeling trapped in some situations. So like if you've got an illegal issue in your past, that could be, or just this tangled mess with whomever in this past, from some of your past decisions, you could be feeling trapped with them, very apathetic and bored with the situation, or really sunk. You might be even trying to be numbing out because emotions are really bothering you. Passionate desires are here, guys, and it's upright. So perhaps you're feeling them and you're like feeling a desire to move forward with that. That again is heeding your spiritual call. That's upright too. You're kind of seeing signs that you're willing to do that, and you're being invited to follow that intuition. So you might just have a little bit of egoic work with it, turning that focus off of those failures, feeling trapped in those failures to get out of that. And then here, though, they're warning you, definitely don't sit there and try to force that square peg in the round hole. You kind of still have those decisions to make. You really are in between a spiritual decision and an egoic decision. And in a way, with the way this reading is going, you're looking at both. You're like, oh, you're like you're taking a couple little baby steps over here towards spirit, like, yeah, okay, I'll heed you, I'm hearing your call. But then in a way your ego's going, oh, no, I'm scared. So then you're like kind of going like this, and you're going like that. And what happens is, okay, you got that spiritual path that's leading you to your heart's desire, and it's going to lead to thriving. And then you got that egoic path because it's scared of its mind, that's going to lead you to surviving and only surviving. So you start taking a couple little steps here, but then you're just like, ah! So you get off that path and you start taking a couple steps here, and you might start going back and forth, and you don't get down either path. So that's what you're kind of doing. You're teeter-tottering back and forth on both of the paths. So what you want to do is get on that one path and keep going and hit thriving. Trust me on this. So do not give in to the temptation of the ego to hold on dearly, desperately to that which is survival, trying to fit that, square peg in a round hole. It doesn't fit, it doesn't work, because that's going to lead you to feeling even more trapped. And you really are feeling too trapped to the point, but you're resisting that help. Just like in the past, you resisted going within and meditated. You resisted heeding that intuition, and they are really calling you into that intuition now. So don't resist asking for that help. Reach out to your higher self, your guides, your angels, whatever your deities are, masters, whatever they are. If it's God for you, whatever it is, reach out and ask for that spiritual help. You've got it. They're always there to support you. And it looks like we do have a little bit of family support here. So I don't know if you have some family that you can turn to for help and assist you in this situation at the moment as well. Okay, so that is your present tense. Now let's look at your next row, which is your final row. What steps should you take? What's your next step that's in your highest good and alignment to help you in this situation? Okay, and again, I will pull up all the cards and then start reading. Oh, okay, here we go. We might have them all here now. Yes, we do. Okay, you got a few, so I'm just going to go ahead and just start pulling. Okay, so your next step. All is right with your world. They're reaffirming you right now. All is right with your world. This tangled mess and things that fell apart and didn't work, it's all right for your world because they were egoic and they were leading to survival. And you didn't come here to survive. You came here to thrive. We all came here to thrive, but ego kind of gets mixed up in that. So yes, moving to also that heart's desires, and that's the new journey that you're going to start. But they're saying work on whatever griefs that you have. You know, maybe you're feeling pain with this failure or whatever. Work on that and heal that, and that will help you move forward with greater ease. You've got some more things to learn, so there's like a lesson to learn, a life lesson here to learn, and this is your spiritual calling. We all go through these life lessons to get on our spiritual path, sure enough. So that is playing a role right there too. And then, yep, okay, here we got the reversed Two of Cups. So this is telling me, just like that Gemini, we have a situation going on with a lover. Since this is a money career, perhaps business partner, or perhaps the situation is with a lover that's causing problems. So I don't know what you need to fix here, perhaps with the current lover. For some of you, if there is a separation, for others of you, you're going to tune into your other story how this is working. What they're trying to tell you here is to get a little bit more of a neutral perspective, a logical perspective with this, because we've got the, wait, is that the Earth King or Earth Queen? Oh, that's the Earth King. Yeah, Sky King, my bad. Sky King. Yeah, but go into a more logical perspective here, step out. He's good at solving challenges, but looking at it logically, and you can overcome your challenges, and they're letting you know. But step out of that emotion. You got to work with those emotions and get those healed, guys. That will help you tremendously. So these are your next steps to take that will help you. And remember, you have a true offer of love. So for some of you, you are with your lover, but something went awry with some reverses here. But there's a true offer of love, so for some of them that maybe they're offering a true offer of love now, and then some of you, there may have been a breakup and maybe you have someone new. So just, again, tune into your relative story. And you're feeling out of balance right now, and that's okay. And they're letting you know that's okay, because you're making some shifts and some change. You're making some old shifts from survival and failures, things that did not work, and this feeling trapped, so that you can go down that new path of thrival. So you're going to feel unbalanced because it's not familiar. The ego, even if it's in a bad situation, likes that which is familiar. It knows it can survive that, and that's the ego's number one goal, is survival and not that thrival. But you came here to thrive, so you're okay feeling out of balance right now. Again, the first card they showed you is all is right with your world with these shifts and changes, so don't let that get to you. And then we have the Sea Queen here. Now she is upright, and so this is good. She, again, all this intuition. She's the most clairvoyant of the tarot. So I get from the Moon card here, you know, follow the moon. You're supposed to be following your spirit, and you're open to that. You're supposed to be listening to your spiritual calling. I really get that too here. Again, heed your intuition, because we saw where you did not heed your intuition in the past, and it led to failures, things not working out for you in the past. So we don't want to make that mistake again. Okay, so that's your basic reading with the Mystical Cat Tarot. Your theme card is with the Messenger Oracle. Now let's clarify for you guys with the Tarot Familiar. Okay, now if you find that you need a personal reading, I do offer those. You will find the links to those in the description box below. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you here with me. And for those that you follow me all along, thank you for being here with me too. I love you all, and I appreciate you. And I really do appreciate those comments, guys, and your feedback. They keep me going. And if you're new and you're finding this reading helpful, I would really love it if you could join me and subscribe, because it would really help me back. Because I, at the time of this recording, am growing and trying to reach my 100 subscribers so I can get my YouTube URL. Follow your heart, that which gives you joy. Okay, so we're going to clarify your theme now. So your theme was following that moon, heeding that intuition. You have a past failure that you're a little bit focused on, that we need to flip that around and change it and focus on what you want. And it is time, definitely, and you are open to it, heeding your spiritual calling of going down that path of thriving. And they got the King of Wands, and they're letting you know that following that path will definitely lead you to success. So that's good. Nine of Cups. Yeah, this focusing right here and staying focused on that which is negative, and staying focused on that failure is blocking your wishes from coming true. So they're letting you know when you flip that around, then you flip that card too, and your wishes will come true for that one. And then you've got the Seven of Cups also. So yeah, here you go. No, that's the 8, 7 of Cups. There's some confusion. You might have had like your bubble popped here, that the reality you were in, you thought was meant for you to be, but you were going down a thriving path. That's been busted. And you know now that's not for you because it actually led you to failure. So that's what they're affirming there. And then you got the 3 of Pentacles. We saw this, you got entangled mess with some other pews, with some people, and they're showing you here there was a clash of personalities on this survival path. Things were not working in somehow or fashion. So I don't know if you can get in alignment with those personalities by working through things, or if you have to move away from those people that are out of alignment with you and start getting with people that are in alignment with you. So it's just going to depend on your particular story, because I have this tuned to many of you. And we have the Knight of Wands here too. So if you are looking at perhaps a move that is looking for successful for you, or it's either possible that this could be an affirmation that you're going to navigate through these challenges with ease, as long as you continue to follow your intuition and heed those callings. Okay, so that is your being clarified for you. So now we're going to clarify your past, which we saw that you had a decision to make, but it didn't look like you heeded your intuition. So what that led to was some problems, and what you, because you were scared. You were scared to try something new from that failure. You were really scared you'd get burnt, and that led you to getting in a tangled mess with people. And we were being called to go within and meditate and get some guidance, but we resisted that, and the universe did not support you not doing that. And someone that was empowering you taking on a role of empowering you has stepped out of that role to bring you into being who you are, as you are to take on that role now. And then everything is going to work in your highest alignment and good when you're being who you are. It always works out that way. And then we have that Lover's card in reverse, so I don't know if this is a business partner or a lover. Something's not working out with them, which has brought you into some overwhelm. So that's what we saw. So let's see what they're going to do. Now, in the past tense, the way they clarify, sometimes they just reaffirm your past. Sometimes they start giving you some guidance or nudges of what you should do now. So yep, 9 of Swords, this overwhelm, this led you into experiencing things in your reality that you were fearful of and did not want and did not like. Pain and fear, so you didn't like that. 7 of Swords here, this is, you were perhaps in an upper hand, or maybe you have the upper hand now. They may be referring your past, or might be giving you some guidance, but you just might need to be quiet about what you're doing right now. Like if you are starting to move towards your dreams, sometimes you got negative Nancy's out there that don't believe in their dreams, they don't believe you can have your dreams. And if you start saying, hey, I'm going to move towards this is my heart, and you can't do that. You got to do the old societal way, the hard thing, the things we don't like to do, and you get that. Then that messes you up as you struggle with your own beliefs that you can get down your path of thrival. So don't let that interrupt that. So when I see that, sometimes that's what that means. All right, and then you got the 7 of Fire. So yeah, we got some cutthroat competition with whomever we were having these problems, and they're overwhelmed. Perhaps it's a business partner or lover. So I don't know. It looks pretty rough, guys. I don't know if some of those you can heal this with the current partner that might be on that path, or if that's definitely walk away, because that's just not going to work out. And 3 of Cups, yep, not spending time with loved ones, and this could be an opportunity where they're telling you to spend it, because you do have family support here to help you heal with all of this tangledness that you got into in whatever problematic situations, and overwhelm, and experiencing the relative reality that you did not want to experience, your fears coming to. So that healing, and we saw that here too, that healing definitely needs to take place for you to flip this up and following those heart's desires and being successful. That healing needs to be addressed first. And then we've got the 9 of, yep, out of alignment. We were in the tangle mess. We were in misalignment with those people and those personalities and clashes. And so, and we saw that here in your theme too, little clashing personalities. So I don't know if you have a lover or business partner with whom is clashing. It's not going to work, and separation is inevitable, and that is in your best and highest alignment and good. Or if they're offering a true offer now, or if this is a new true offer of what will work for you. Again, you're going to have to tune into your lived reality, tune in to your higher self, meditate, find out what is true for you and what is going to work for you. Okay, so that is your past. clarify it. Now let's clarify your present, in which now they're telling you, look at your dreams and choose from them, because you've been in a place of apathy. You might be cutting off and cutting out emotions, numbing out, because the survival path is not for you. It's not what you want. But you do have that true offer of love. So I don't know if that's a new one or from the current situation. You're going to have to look at that. But whatever that offer of love is, it is true. And then you have feeling trapped with the demon cat here, or the devil card as they refer to it. And I don't know if that's trapped in your current situation. And that also represents Capricorn, so you have to see how that refers to you. And then you do have the Fire Queen here, also moving into your passions and experiencing them, and she offers you success with doing that. But then you looks like you might at the same, like I said, you're going down both paths. You're stepping down, oh yeah, I'm following my spiritual guidance, but then my ego freaks out, and then I start going for the egoic path. So I start trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, and I'm trying to force something that won't work. And you'll totally be invited into the flow with your theme card there. So it looks like you're like going down one path, coming back, and then going down the little path, and then you're never making an end on either one. You need to commit to one, and I really highly suggest the flow of the path. A lot more fun on that path. I've been down both those paths, and I can tell you the egoic one never works out, and it's not fun, and there's a lot of pain. And then again, they're really reaffirming that feeling trapped to the point that you really need to ask for help from your higher self, your guides, your angels, whatever your deities are. Don't resist that. Don't resist that. It looks like we might be in a little resistance, and you do have some family support. And so we'll see if we get a few more cards here for your clarification. So you got the Seven of Wands in reverse here. Again. Okay, so Seven of Fire here, so that's holding your ground and holding to your values. Really fighting some people here. Make sure you hold. Be true to yourself. And then you've got the Knave of Pentacles. So they're telling you this new path that you are loved and supported by the universe to do that. And there's a part of you that knows this because it is upright. So that is really good. And then you've got the Knight of Pentacles too. So that is family support again. So that's coming in good. So I don't know what family you have. That is coming in good. And then there's something you have to let go of. And that may be the people that are in this current messy situation. Are they feeling trapped and getting out of that? Letting go of not hating your higher self. Letting go of the survival path all in itself. And this also represents Scorpio. And I think that might be all we're going to get. Whoop, nope, there we go. We did get more. And then again, this is reining in that ego, because see, here we go. This is where that ego is trying to force that square peg into a round hole. And now you got the Chariot card coming here, and it's reversed. We got to rein in that ego. Do not let that ego win, guys. That ego will mess you up. So you're going down both those paths. Let go of the ego. So with that card coming right behind it, that's what they're saying. Let go of the egoic fear. Trust, have faith. They're really telling you that. And then you've got the Empress here, and she's in reverse. So you might need to give yourself some love and attention and nurturing as you heal through the past and the past failures that you've gone through. Give yourself some nurturing. You might need to get some loving mother nurturing care too, perhaps from your family, because you do have or a mother figure in your life, because you're having family support. And they're reminding you, you are the magician. You are the creator of your life. You create all things, and you can create that which is positive for you. You have it in you. Just gotta heed that intuition. So that's your clarification for your present. So now let's clarify your past. And first thing they're reassuring you is all is right with your world. Yes, you're going through a shift right now, and yes, it feels uneasy and unfamiliar to the ego, but all is right with the world. And again, they're showing you you're on this new journey of following your heart's path, but you do need to work through some grief. So what steps should you take? Work through that grief and do some healing, because you're going through a life lesson. You had some things to learn, and it involves either the business partner or perhaps a romance partner as you're going through this. So I don't know if it's affecting maybe your career or just your money. You're going through that as well. And they're saying step into a more logical position that you can navigate through these challenges with ease as you do so. And because that's the Sky Queen, he's king. He can do really good with that. And yes, things you do feel a little unbalanced right now, and that's natural because the ego's not going through its, it's not normal path that it's used to, that which is familiar. And again, heed your intuition. They're really, really pointing at that many cards. Heed that intuition, and it's coming in again with the Sea Queen here, and 5 of Cups here. So yep, the 5 of Cups. See, again, yes, that failure. We were depicting this here with the 6 of Fire in reverse. The 5 of Cups. They're actually telling you here you're missing out on opportunities that are befalling you because we're staying so focused on those failures of the past. And then you had here the Temperance card being reversed, telling you again, you're focusing on the past. Have faith that everything will work out, but you've got to take your focus off the past, the failure, how it turned out before. Because as you keep looking at that current story, you're going to keep perpetuating it, creating it. Your current story is your past thoughts. Your future story is your current thoughts. And that future story is unwritten. It's up to you. Whatever you think of and put your focus on is what you will create. So if you don't want to continue to create this failure, put it on what you want. But you can have what you want. You can. You're definitely that, and they're assuring you that you can. So yeah, we definitely got to get our mind off of that. Don't miss out on those opportunities, because when you're doing that, you're not hitting your higher self. Your higher self is saying, hey, I'm bringing these opportunities, go for them. You have a true offer of love in some form or fashion, go for it. And when you're not, then you're just perpetuating the ego. Like I said, you're going down one path and going back to the other path. They're trying to get you down that one path of thrival and get it all the way down the path. 3 of Fire. So see, they're saying you're prepared. You're ready. You are ready for this. Go for it. Whatever that desire is, you're ready. You're looking at the failure thinking you're not. You are. It's time for you to go down the new path. And they're showing you that. And it looks like we know there's some betrayal with whatever that failure was in the past, and with the Lovers situation, it could have definitely been with the Lovers, with that being in reverse. So it could be affecting your money and or career if y'all did a career together. But don't let that betrayal get to you. Do not. And this is really focused on it and having to really work on that grief. And they're telling you here, clean that grief up, heal that grief, get some nurturing. Work with your ego. It has every right to feel the way it feels. Talk to it like a child. Give it some comfort. Give it some hug. Get some healing, guys. You might have to get some coaching for that, but you'll be able to do this. And then you've got that Knave of Wands, and it's in reverse again. And you did this in the past. You missed out on your opportunity because you were so scared you'd get burnt. And they're warning you, don't be so scared you'll get burnt again. You have a true offer of love now. So whatever this offer of love is coming through, it is true. Don't let the past burn you with this again. This is somehow affecting you in your money department or in your career. Okay, guys, so that is your clarification. So now let's wrap this up with one more message from another oracle. And this is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. So let's see what we get from them. Whoa. I'm gonna be here a minute. They have a lot to say. I have hungry cats and according to the clock, we're gonna be here a minute. My kitties are gonna have to wait a minute. Okay. Let me just lay these cards out and then I'll start reading them. Let's make space. Okay, your first one is the Sun card. This is beautiful. I love seeing this. This is enjoy your success. To enjoy success and happiness. And you have this over here too, even your past. You got the Sun card. And there's just no beating the Sun card. That means that everything is going to work out in your highest good and alignment. This one is again, telling you, you have opportunities befalling you. You have that show up here in your what's the next step. You have opportunities befalling you. Don't miss out on those. Go for them. Connect to that which is giving you joy. Those opportunities are befalling you. You have got the universe supporting you. They're also telling you new love, new relationships. So that's really going to point back to this offer of love and those lovers cards that reverse, and especially for those you on that path that you may be on a new offer of love, a new path, and it will be successful. So they're talking about success in every area, and especially your relationships, and it's going to help you with your money and your career or whatever. But yes, you have that, so that's going for you. Next is a great teacher. This is really perfect. You're learning from a spiritual experience right now. I told you you were going through a spiritual calling, and that this one also really tells you that everything is right in the world, and that you had spiritual lessons that you were going through. That showed up too. This really does affirm all of that. And this is going to get you on that path of thriving. It really is. And this is going to, it's really the answers here. It's time for you to embark your dreams. And that is what all of these cards have been telling you. So you're leaving that old path and you're entering this new path. And you're going to be able to create whatever it is that you desire to create and experience to thrive. And it's all been a spiritual lesson for you. So this is really perfect coming in here too. And then you got the Spirit Fox here, and he's like, trust your talents in these changing times. So again, it's kind of depicting some of the same things. Yes, there's change because you're coming off of that survival path, and you may have actually felt hunted from what you've experienced in the past, you know, and trapped. You went through some rough times there, but you're coming out of that and you're coming into the new. The fox is keen on, you know, navigating out of that, navigating through those challenges. You have that card showing up too, navigating it through with ease. But trust your talents. And your talents are your affinities. We all have natural talents and affinities, traits that come easy to us. Like for some of us, it's easy to write. Others, math is easier for them. For some, music comes easy to them. Whatever they are, and you're supposed to be following. That's why they're easy. You're supposed to follow that. Go that path. So follow that and trust what your talents are. Trust that which is easy. Definitely follow that. You want to go for that. That is going to make it so much easier for you. The Protection Guardian. This one's really good too. This is the opportunity to drop your shields. She's really great. I love her. She's, as they refer to her, she's like the female version of Archangel Michael. She is keeping you safe. All of your angels are keeping you safe. As you're going down your new path, you are completely safe to come into who you are. You may be haunted a little bit about some of these past experiences you've had, maybe with some shame, maybe with some guilt even. And you can cleanse all that, wash away that grief. There's healing, I told you, that needed to be done. And trust. Don't let those fears get to you and knock you down and hold you back. And that's where those egoic fears, I told you, you're going down those two paths. That one spiritual path, and you back out, and then you start going down that egoic fear path. And I like how they describe it. It's like we hold up these egoic shields to kind of keep us safe. It's almost like we're holding up a trash can lid, so the things that pounded us can keep us protected. But she offers the true shield that really will keep you protected and safe from all the lower energy concepts. Surrender to your higher self. Surrender to your angels. Surrender to the higher beings. Ask for their help. They're ready. They're angels. They're here. They're ready to help you prosper. You're going through a spiritual lesson here. You can definitely prosper, and you're going to enjoy your happiness and success. So that is really good. And then your next one is the drum. I love this one, Dream and Journey. This one I get this one a lot, the shamanic call. And for those that you understand the shamanism and that are into that, you know, and if you're that one on that path, that's calling you to go into a journey. Go into a journey, connect with your guides, let them lead you, let them communicate, commune with you. Don't resist that going within. You had a lot of that going in. If you're not on the shamanic journey, you can go within and meditate. Maybe you can meet a shaman and they can lead you and guide you on a journey, whatever it would work for you and what's best. But they're definitely telling you to go within, get that guidance, but it's within, connecting with spirit, and get your vibration up, help you on this healing path that you're on, help you on the spiritual lesson that you're on, and help you move forward and keep you on that spiritual path of thriving and keep you from pulling off of it and going right back down the ego path. They'll help you get you on that straight line and keep you on it and keep you going. You're going to be successful, guys. You're ready for this. You're heating that spiritual car. You are absolutely ready. And you have got all the spiritual help here to help you be successful, or you can enjoy that happiness and success. All right, guys, it's really a good reading. You're going through a lot right now, but you're going to come out, and you're going to come out okay, and you're going to come out on top. Okay, guys, so that's my reading for you today. If you found this helpful, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. That helps me right back, because it helps me put my videos out more into the YouTube world, and I can help more people, so I'd really appreciate that. And again, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you here with me. And if you want to hit the bell notification so you can be notified when my tarot readings go out at the beginning of the week, or my Secrets musings go out in the middle of the week, or my chakra clearings go out in the first week of the month. All right, guys, hang in there. Until next time, much love and much light. Welcome if you chose the cat totem for this week's pick a card reading for money and career for September 13th through 19th, 2020. And your theme card is Be Patient. Alrighty. So what are we frothing at the bit about, guys? Okay, so that one's pretty easy. Be patient. My guess is you are probably going to get old-fashioned. 7 Earth. Wait, your harvest is coming in. Just be patient. We'll see. Eventually. We'll see what the cards have got to say. Okay, all right. We're ready to roll. We're rocking and rolling. Okay, and keep in mind as we go through this, guys, I have this tuned to many of you and your particular unique relative story. So heed it and tune in to which part fits you. All right, so the first thing that's showing up here is that we are feeling trapped in some way, manner, form, or fashion. And this also represents Capricorn. So it could be tossed in for some of you going, hey, Capricorn, if that is you or whomever the cards reveal that we're engaged in this particular situation. Now, it looks like we are either going to or are enjoying fruits of our labor. So if it's a going to, be patient. You're going to be enjoying the fruits of your labor. So yes. All right. Now, we need to be grateful for abundance that we do have. So since this is a money career reading, then more than likely, and it usually most of the time means anyway money, but abundance comes in different forms and fashions. So like love reading, abundance could be love. But since this is a money career, what money we do have, guys, let's be grateful for it and not take it for granted. Gratitude brings in more bounty. And then we have the universe not supporting us taking this, for whatever this abundance, for granted. And we got to watch out for some kind of tangled mess that we may be in with a person or not. And that may be where we're feeling trapped. And if it's gone into any legal issues, the legal issues are looking good on your part. But I'm sorry if you're stuck in this little mess there, especially if it has gone into legal issues. So that's what the cards are showing me for now. And also this represents Libra. So I don't know if it's tossed in there for you on that regard. Okay, guys. So, put the cards this way. There we go. All right, so that is your theme. So now, the first row we're going to look at is your past. And the past that is affecting your second row, which will be your current present. So that could be way in the past or recently in the past, or however it is affecting that. A blend of it. Paradigm of issues going to occur and affect us. And then your final row will be, what's your next step? What steps should you take that are in your highest good and highest alignment? teachers all in one spill. You did. Oh, I love it when it does that. It makes it so much easier for me. Okay, so you got so many, I'm just start reading cards. Okay, so in your past, you were experiencing your wishes not coming true. And you need to let go whatever was causing those wishes to come true. And usually that's poor focus and hanging on to ego's survival thoughts that cause that. You were prepared and ready for something. You were prepared and ready to start a new journey, and that which is your heart's desires. And they were assuring you success with that. I don't know if we perhaps went within and isolated a little too much. With that, maybe with that entrapment and that tangled mess that we got with people, there might have like caused us to introvert and pull in too much. There's nothing wrong with going within and spending a little time with your higher self, connecting with your guides, or getting your own perspective. But just be careful, don't isolate too much. We are social creatures and we thrive better with the accompaniment of people, and especially when it comes to healing any type of thing. Also, this is the Hermit card, so this does represent Virgo. So it could be tossed in, listen to your relative story for those of you that may be Virgo or engaged with the situation involving a Virgo. And you had some choice you had to make. You had a decision to make. And also, you had an upper hand of some type. And you had to decide whether or not to be subtle with that. Perhaps you were, and that worked in your advantage since it is upright, or maybe you weren't. I don't know. Oh yeah, and it looks like here, then we'd like, you're being banged against here, fighting it's, since this is money career, it is a possibility you kind of maybe got overwhelmed with the business decision. You got into the position you wanted to be, maybe you got overwhelmed with it. I don't know. This could also be like righteous defense. It could be competition, people jealous over you in a position that you got into. It could also definitely be that. But there is some success of some type that it looks like you entered with the Earth King showing up. And maybe, like I said, if that was in that new position, you were successful in attaining that position, and maybe you felt overwhelmed, or it might have initiated some of the competition, but you end that alone. And maybe that was some of the new journey that you actually went on, that you were prepared and ready to go. So maybe that part did go successful, but maybe that stirred up some others of some people, and that's why you might be dealing with some of this tangled mess and feeling trapped because you're feeling them pressing upon you. Tune into your relative story and how that is fitting for you. That is your past tense. Now let's look at the present. Let's see what's going on there. Okay, so we'll go ahead and pull up the rest of your cards, guys, and then I'll start reading them. Let's see if we can get one more. There we go. Got a couple more. Alrighty then. Jim Carrey. Yeah. Okay. So you are being invited to go within and meditate and connect with your guides and angels, but you're resisting it. Not a good idea. Never a good idea. I'm just be blunt. Oh, it's sneaky. We got a sneaky card hiding in here. Okay. You also have a true offer of love of some type. So I don't know how this may be affecting your money and or career. It could be a new offer of love. It could be someone that could just help enhance your finances as the relationship continues down a journey. Or it could be maybe they not only will come in as a love, it could also come in as a business partner of some type. So you have to tune into your relative story to see how that fits. And you are also undergoing a spiritual breakthrough, and things are looking very positive there. And that's a yes there, for that's really cool. Your guides are knocking out something for you guys that you might be holding on to and not letting go. And it's something that is causing you apathy, boredom, numbing out. So they're coming to knock that out. And you really should heed this. Go within and connect with them, because if you don't, they're going to come in and do the work for you. And the only problem with that is actually good, because it gets you on your thriving path. But the only problem with it is the ego never likes it, because it's a rip. It's a change, a sudden change. And ego likes familiarity, so it likes to take the baby steps and start acclimating itself to being familiar with the new. So it never likes that. So if you kind of want to avoid this, tune in here. But it is good, because whatever your ego can't let go of, and it'll pull you out of this too, because this is actually sunk in, and you get in a little bit bad place with that one. On a new journey, and they're assuring your success. You may, whoa, another sneaky card. What are all these sneakies? Okay, on a new journey, yep, and one of your heart's desires here too, and they're both upright. So it looks like you're taking that journey too, and they're definitely assuring you success with that. That's great. Anytime you follow your heart's desires, you're doing good with that. But it looks like you're not receiving family support with this. So hold on to your values, guys. Don't let a paradigmal family lack of support stop you. When anytime you follow your heart's desires, you're on your right path of what's good for you. So don't let that stop you at all. Okay, so then there is some kind of charity relationship that you may be involved in. So I don't know if you were the giver or the receiver of that, but it's not symbiotic. Somebody's abusing it or resenting it. Maybe the giver's resenting it or has a ulterior motive, or maybe the receiver is abusing it or something. So it's not positive in that regard, and I'm sorry about that. And then here we go. We got this little card right here, the Two of Cups in reverse. So since this is money and career, this could refer to a business partner. But we have this true offer of love. So it could also refer to maybe a lover. So if maybe this is a new offer of love, or maybe your lover is offering you a true offer of love, but y'all are in disharmony about something. Maybe some type of charity that we're going through. Maybe they're not your family support. So y'all could just be in disharmony about that. So you got to tune in and see how this is regarding you. I didn't see anything lover-wise over here. Yeah. So just tune into how that is fitting you guys. And then this new journey that you're on is positive. It's meant for you. You're supposed to be on it. So stay on that journey. Don't let that go. You're doing really well on that. Be patient. Remember that. That is your theme card. So your journey is going to lead you to success. Hang in there and be patient. You're doing really good. You're going to be enjoying, if you're not already, the fruits of your success. The fruits of your labor, so to speak. So whatever path you're on, it's good. Okay, so that is your present. Now, let's look at what's your next step. What steps should you take that are in your highest good and alignment? Okay, and again, I will pull up these cards, and as I get them all, then I will start reading them. Okay, there we go. Okay, next step, highest good in alignment. Okay, so this person that you're in a tangle with and that you're feeling trapped with, stop engaging in trying to conquer the other, to think like the other, believe like the other, and have each other's values. That doesn't work. Cut it out. That's just let it go. If they're trying to get you to adopt their values, hold on to your values, be who you are, don't let go of your values. If you're trying to get them to see your perspective, they can't. They just absolutely, when this card shows up like this, they cannot see it. It's like teaching an algebra to a kindergartner. They cannot get that perspective. So just cut that out. So this is what your next step is. Cut that out. You are on a spiritual calling and a spiritual journey. So this positive journey that you're on is working for you because it is your spiritual calling. It is the path of your thriving, and that is excellent and great to see. And you are heeding it. That's even better to see. Great job, guys. Keep that up. And that is definitely putting you in your power. And everything is showing success. And this is new journey of the heart's desire. And it's all successful. So that's great. You are in your power and you are doing great. You are going to be enjoying the fruits of your labor. Just be patient. You might be getting a little testy because it hasn't happened yet, but it's coming in, guys. It's coming in. Hang in there. This also represents Aries. You're doing really good. It looks like you've been through some type of betrayal, and I'm going to assume that is with this person with whom you're in this tangled mess and perhaps are feeling trapped with. So just stay focused on having that resolve. See it resolve. Secret the Magic, really great on helping you resolve issues with relationships and creating and manifesting whatever your desires are. So if you're wanting to see that resolved, you can get that resolved. Start law of attraction into action. Write it down. This issue is resolved with this person. Thank you that it was done easily and quickly and time speed. Just write it down. Read it every day till you have it done. Read it as if you have it now. Visualize. Take a moment. Breathe. Visualize. See it. Breathe it. Feel it. Create it. Bring it into your reality. You are following the spiritual path, and in that regard, you are heeding your higher self. Success. Anytime you heed the higher self, that is success, guys. You're on a great path. You're on it. You know what you're doing. Good job. Excellent. Love to see a reading like this. And this is someone may be feeling left out of the cold, but since this is a what your next step is, they might be telling you leave something or someone out that could be causing you a problem. Step away from that. That could be how that could be interpreted as a what's your next step. Okay, guys, so that's really great reading. We're done. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to clarify for you. No, that's super. You're on your path. You're ready to go. You're ready to roll, and you know it. And you got a lot of success, and you don't have too much healing and stuff to hold you back. This is great to see a reading like this. Awesome. Okay, so I just did this reading with the Mystical Cat Tarot, and your theme card was with the Messenger Oracle, and now I'm going to clarify for you with the Tarot Familiar. And if by chance you need a personal reading for anything, I do offer those. And you will find the links to those in the description box below. And welcome back to my normal viewers and subscribers. I'm glad to have you here with you. And if you're a new subscriber, I'm glad to have you here too. And if you would like to subscribe, I would love to have you join me. And it would actually really help me if you'd like to help me out, if you're finding this reading helpful for you. Because at the time of this recording, I'm trying to get my 100 subscribers. I'm still kind of new. And once I get 100 subscribers, I can get my personal URL. So if you want to help me back, that's a great way to do it. But follow your heart. Do that which gives you joy. Okay, so clarifying your theme. So be patient. Your ship is coming in, basically, on this entire reading. Your fruits of labor are coming. And you keep a focus on any abundance that you have. Stay grateful for it. Don't take it for granted. That will just increase that abundance, because not taking it for granted, you're not getting universal support for that. That's in a little sticky area. And that you're feeling trapped somewhere, that also represented Capricorn. And it might have led into some tangled messes with someone. And I think that's where you're feeling trapped with someone. And if it went into possible, tune into your other story, legal issues, the legal issues look good on your side. And with the consequences card, there we're looking at, or the Justice card, we're looking at Libra for your horoscope. Relativity. Alright, so I think that's all we're going to get, guys. This is really looking really good. You've got already the Lovers card up here, and that is upright. And remember, we have that we got another sneaky. Boy, okay, we got a lot of sneakies here. Oh, we got some really horoscopes for you too, in case for that. Alright, so we got the Lovers card. I can't hold this up to say, here we go. Lovers card. I'm holding it up now. I'm trying. So in your present tense, you also have the true offer of love. So If this is romance and you're wondering, how the hell does this affect my career? It very well could just be going to enhancing your money. Maybe you're on this new journey with a new lover and you know it. It's looking successful and positive, and that's a possible journey. It could also lead into career because y'all could be on the same path, so that could go beneficial as well on that. This also represents Gemini. Okay, and then you also have the Emperor card, and you have that in your other ones. This means you're in your power, so they really are affirming that you're in your power, and that's really good. Or they're definitely reaffirming Aries. Okay, so that is looking really good. This is a great reading, guys. And they're also reaffirming the Devil card here. So for some of you, they could definitely be reaffirming the Capricorn or that feeling trapped. So they're really affirming that. But you are in your power, guys, and things are working your way. So don't let any of that dishevel you. Great reading so far. Okay, so your past tense, yes, the dreams didn't come true, and you need to let go of the thoughts that kept you from having your dreams come true, and maybe some of that is that entrapment and feeling that tenderness with that whomever, and some of that thoughts be coming from a feeling of a lack of abundance, or taking abundance that we have for granted. And then you were prepared and ready for a new journey, and it looks like you possibly embarked that new journey, and that was one of the heart's desires, and that's good. But probably with that entanglement that we got into with whomever, we might have isolated to a little bit too much. And that also represents, as that's the Hermit card of Virgo, and you had a choice to make, and I'm not sure what you did decide, but you also had the upper hand in a situation that you might have stayed subtle about. And then you also had the Seven of Fire. So you might have came into a new position with a career, but it might have made you feel a little bit overwhelmed, or you had those new responsibilities, or it might have stirred up some competition with people not liking that. Maybe that's some of that tangled mess. But whatever that is, you were successful in whatever that was. Okay, so for your clarification here, and they're kind of funny sometimes with the clarification, what they'll do sometimes is reaffirm the situation, or they'll start giving you hints about this one. And we got the Two of Cups in reverse here. So I don't know if there was a disharmony. Did you have that over here too? No. Okay, so you had it in your present tense, that Two of Cups in reverse. So that's happening here. So they're reaffirming that. So I don't know if you had a little situation with a business partner, not kind of working out really well, or a love, because we are seeing the Lover's card coming up. We're seeing a true offer of love, which is affecting business or career. So I don't know if it's just a little disharmony thing, a little squabble that y'all can work through and get over, or maybe someone that just isn't working out and you need to walk away, because the Lover's card is looking positive, but that is definitely about this true offer of love. So everything's okay. I think it might be a squabble more than anything here. Oh, there's the Emperor card there. Okay, and then you got the Ace of Swords. So you are having a spiritual breakthrough that showed up here upright. Is kind of showing here. You might be in a little bit of confusion about the situation with this one here, or were in that situation, if it's referring and reaffirming the past again. And then you have the Eight of Cups here. Yeah, Eight of Cups. So here you weren't following your spiritual calling. But you are being encouraged to do so, and otherwise you've been kind of showing signs that you are, but it looks like at some point you might have missed a beat, and maybe that is also what led to some of those dreams not coming true. You might have made one slight little decision, and that might have led to confusion, but I think you're on the path now, guys, to following your spiritual calling, and they're telling you to definitely heed it, and they're telling you that you are heed and listen to your higher self. You're doing okay. You're in your power. Just hang in there and stick with that. Okay, so that is your clarification. Man, you got a ton here in the present. For your past. Now, for your present tense, now they are calling you to come within and meditate, but you're resisting that. Cut it out. You want to assure this success, you are definitely nail it. Nail it. Get it sealed, signed, and delivered by going within and working with your higher self. That was one of the things they're telling you. Heed your higher self. That's one of your next steps. Do that. Go within, connect with your higher self, connect with guides, connect with your angels, whatever your deities are. Do that. Keep things rolling in your favor in that regard. You also have a true offer of love. You're having a spiritual breakthrough, and everything is being successful there. You don't go within too. Your guides will come in and knock out something that's not working in you. Maybe some of this entrapment and tangled mess. So take heart. If you are having trouble, you could go within and get them to help you knock it out. Maybe that person's clutching and holding on and causing an issue when you can't break free. Your guides can knock it out for you. So take in mind in that. And it's something that you're really feeling apathetic or maybe even want to numb out because of that. Take heart. Your guides are here. They are going to help you. You're on that new journey, and it's going to be successful. A new journey of your heart's desires. You might be feeling some lack of family support that's coming up, and there's a charity situation that's not working out. Someone's either abusing it, the giver may not be happy or has an ulterior motive, or resenting it, or the receiver could be abusing it. And then we did have this little disharmony, even with a lover, maybe a business partner, because it is a money and career. But I'm going back to the lover because of that true offer of the love card, and that lover's card kind of showed up there too in your theme as well. And that new journey that you are on is going to be positive. You are on your thriving path that is meant for you. And we have this 3 of Cups, so you want to watch for this, spending time with loved ones so that we don't mess up a relationship, or maybe there is indicating that you're not spending time with someone that's out of alignment with you, and that may be working in your better. Again, they are with the being followed by the Hermit, they are warning you. You did this in the past. Don't over isolate. So maybe they're encouraging you, maybe you need to spend time with friends and loved ones that truly care for you, that are truly looking out for you, that are your true support, because they can help you with this situation, this tangled mess that you're in with other people. There might be some slight healing that we need to get done from that. And then you have got the King of Wands. You won't be successful over isolating. Believe me, I've done that. I've done it. Abandonment issues I've healed from. I made the mistake of withdrawing from everybody, thinking that would help me. So be careful of that, guys. Be careful of that. And then you got the 6 of Pentacles here, upright. Interesting. So then the charity position is switching and rolling. So that's interesting. Just make sure you don't over-isolate. Make sure you connect with those whom you really love and care for. Get that situation straight on that. Okay, so that is your clarification on your present. Now let's jump in here and clarify what's your next step. So bumping heads with somebody, they're either trying to get you to adopt their values, or you're trying to get them to adopt their values, or get them to see your perspectives. Cut it out. That's not working. It's not going to work. Hold on to your values. That kind of showed up over here too with this one too. Hold on to your values. Okay. All right. And then you're also on a spiritual calling, and it looks like you're heeding it, or they're telling you to definitely make sure you heal that. You are in your power to do so, with the Emperor showing up, and that also represents Aries. And then you have dealt with some type of betrayal in the past, but don't let that knock you down and make you think you're stuck. Keep moving forward. You'll be okay with that. And then to heed your higher self. So connect, stop resisting, connect with your higher self. That betrayal is probably coming in with this person with whom you're feeling trapped and are having those tangled messes with there. And then this might be, you need to walk away from them and leave them. That could be a suggestion for you with it coming up into what's your next step position here. And then you got the 7 of Swords already popping up here. 7 of Swords, yeah. That was about cutthroat competition, and we kind of saw that over here with the 7 of Fire in reverse. Some people might be feeling competitive with you with that new journey. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them at all. It's not worth it. It's not about competition. It's about you being who you are. And yep, and here's that Justice card showing up in reverse now. So that tangled mess with people, you want to walk away from that. Walk away from that tangled mess with people. They're jealous. They're competing with you. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You didn't come here to be better than them. You didn't come here to show them up, to irritate them. That's not your purpose. You're just here to be you. And you very well may know that. Just follow your journey and do your thing. And that also, again, represents Libra. All right, let's see if we get anything more. And again, guys, your journey that you're on is going to be one of successful. Your success is coming in. Be patient. Okay, we got a couple more there. All right, that's 3. Okay. Ooh, we got sneakies. You got a lot of sneakies. sneakiest reading I've ever had, I think. 8 of Wands, 8 of Fire here. Okay, so the universe is supporting you, walking away and ignoring all this crap. That's universal support. Ignore all that crap. Don't deal with it. Don't engage in it. Don't let them pull your ego. And that betrayal is showing up again. So you've dealt with a betrayal. To reaffirm that. Don't let that betrayal get you. Don't let that one get you, guys. And then you've got the King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. So they're showing you here some type of family support. It was lacking here in your present tense, but you're going to have some type of family support in your future. What's your next step here? Maybe you need to support your family or ask and reach out for family support family that would truly help you. But then they are affirming something wonderful for you, and that is everything is working out in your highest good alignment. Success, success, success. You cannot beat the Sun card, and you know it. You know it because it's upright. You know it. You're in your power, guys. You're doing great. You have a true offer of love. That's fine. Again, that Lover's card is here. You're going to be enjoying the fruits of your labor. Just be patient. It's working out great. Okay, let's wrap this up with the Angels and Ancestors Oracles. Hello, Lily. You can't see her because she's a little bit low, but Lily's come over here to see me. And for those of you that are new, Lily is a kitty cat. If you've been watching me, she's a little gray and white one that you see every now and then in the camera in the oddest of places. Okay, here we go. Oh, you've got a few here. Okay. So your first one is Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. This reminds you that you are the magician and you have the power. You have everything that you need within you to create what you want. And I mean, your journey is coming true and is powerful. And you really do. We are the magician. You create by your frequencies of thoughts and feelings of what you're doing. So they're definitely showing you here that you can have your success right there. With the Elder showing up here, this is move beyond ancestral patterns. It's like that trapment that you're feeling and that tangled mess with some people that you're feeling. And in the past, your dreams didn't come true. And I think that's really coming from the placement of inhibiting thoughts and taking granted for that abundance that you have. I think that's your own abundance within yourself to create, and it's there, but you're not seeing it, or you hadn't been seeing it because of paranormal things that have been placed around you, probably with your family, because you're feeling that lack of family support, and that's showing up. So you want to break that. You came here to be who you are. You came here to be on your path. You didn't come here to make that family happy. And let them inhibit you for being who you are. Take charge and be who you are. Which interesting then leads to your next one with here, the Lord. Take charge with authority. And he also represents the Emperor. So you have, again, that power within you, that strength to do it. And that is a path for you to take. And it's showing up again, and it's perfect. And that showed up in what's your next step too. Be that Emperor. Move in that path that is right for you. And they're also letting you know if you're like feeling weak. And this one also goes back to that charity card that showed up. And then interestingly, you had one that showed up with for the clarification, it showed upright. But this is reverse. And this one also relates to if you've been being kind and people have been abusing your kindness, and perhaps that is the charity that you've been given. Cut it out. Stop letting them abuse your kindness. If that kindness is a charity that has let and gone deeper, cut it out. So I think that's why the clarification came up and showed you can be kind and you can give, but to recipients who are going to truly be grateful. So don't let them run you. Don't let them think that you owe them anything, because you don't. You don't. Respect yourself. Be who you are. You're the power and strength. So your success is coming, guys. Can't beat the Sun card. You are going to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You just have a little bit of healing to do. Be patient. And this also represents coming into a career or a job or whatever too. It also represents that too, and that's positive. All right, guys. So that is for your reading today. I appreciate you being here with me. And if you found this reading helpful, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, because that helps me circulate my video out to reach out and help other people. So I appreciate that. Thumbs right back up too. And if you found it helpful, I also appreciate your comments in the comment section below. And if you want to hit the bell notification, so when you know when my tarot readings go out at the beginning of the week, and my Secrets readings go out in the middle of the week, and my chakra clearings that go out at the beginning of the first week of the month. Not the beginning of the month, that's what I mean. Okay, guys, until next time, much love and much light. Okay, welcome if you chose the Wolf Totem for this week's pick a card reading for money and career for September 13th through 19th, 2020. So let's see what your theme card is. And your theme card is Be Vigilant. Okay. So, with that card, press on. Don't give up. Be vigilant. Let's see what the cards are about to say. And I'm also getting persistent with who you are. Don't let anybody beat you down. I'm getting that intuitively. Woo! Yeah, don't let anybody beat you down. Alright. Okay. So here we go. So... now, keep in mind, I have this tuned to many of you, so you each have your unique, different reality and relative story. So as we go along, tune in to see how this fits you. Now, this one is either positive or negative, and it's up or right, up or reverse. Looking at some of these cards, I'm going to say it's more negative being upright, but again, tune in your particular relative story. If it is positive for you, it means you're working within your own structures, your own paradigms that you have established for you that usually lead you to success, and that is good. However, if it's not being positive for you, and looking at some of these other cards, it may not be, it means that you have paradigms and structures that are actually inhibiting you and holding you back. And you might need to bust them. I like to see this more in reverse, because it's always good when it's in reverse. It means you're busting out of anything that's restricting you, old ways, and busting into spiritual freedom and busting into freedom to do things in a new way. So you just have to tune into your particular relative story as you do this, as we go through this. Now here we've got some cutthroat competition happening. So that's what I'm saying. So I don't know what vibration we're being persistent with here, and we're having to hold our ground. So you might have come into a new position and it's causing all this competition, and people are jealous of this position, especially since this is money and career, and it's causing you some havoc. So that's some of the things that you might need to bust out of. But if this is a position that you've come into, is one of your passionate heart's desires, stay on it. Don't let go of it. Be vigilant. Hold your ground here. Do not let people knock you asunder. That is definitely being shown there. And have strength. And it might looks like it's being a little bit trying for you to have strength. And that's why this be vigilant. And I mean, look at this. This is a dragon. I love this card. It's really pretty. Be vigilant. Hold that dragon. Be that dragon. Be vigilant. Do not let go. Have faith. The universe has got you. Anytime you're following your passionate desire, you're on your thriving path. You've got your higher self. You've got your angels and guides constantly supporting you and assisting you and helping you with that. So do not let go of that. And this also, for some of you, depends on your relative story, could be tossed in to say, hey Leo, as this represents the Leo horoscope. Whether that be you or with whomever you may be engaged in the situation as the cards unfold. Okay, so that is your theme. Now, we are going to be having 3 rows. So the first row we're going to look at is your past that is affecting your present. This past could be from way back yonder. It was a country girl talking. Or it could be your recent past. And there go my cards. So you're going to see a blip as I pick them all up now. We'll be right back. And we're back from our blip. So, again, as I was saying, it could be from way back yonder in your past, or it could be your recent past that is affecting your current present. And then your third and final row will be the one that is what's your next step? What should you follow that's in your highest good in alignment for your next steps? Okay, so let's take a peek at your past. Woo. All right. Looks like the cards are coming. Let's see if we got them all in one go. We sure did. Awesome. I love it when they do that. That makes it quicker and easier for me. Okay, so in your past, we dealt with maybe trying to establish some type of family legacy that did not work out. Maybe we were down an egoic path that didn't lead us to where we were supposed to go. Maybe there's a broken family legacy that you're coming from your own family, like your parental family. So you got to tune into your real story for how that is working for you guys. And someone was in a position of where they were enabling you and giving you, playing a role that was assisting you and helping you, but in a way it was actually keeping you out of your power, and they stepped out of that role. They do remain your friend, but it's to help you get into your power. But you kind of got in fear and somehow, some way held on to an egoic desire and didn't follow that which was ideal for you. And you're trying to force that egoic desire to work, and it wasn't. It's like putting that, square peg into a round hole. It's not going to fit, never going to fit, not a good path to follow. And that really knocked you out of balance. But there is some type of success. Something somewhere along the line is looking successful with the Earth King here. So let's see what's going on here. So that is your past. And that's, some of that success could be where that person stepped out of assisting you and you're coming into your own power. That's why the Earth King, he's about his family. It can be like a father figure. And he does establish his legacy. And interesting, the first card was it in reverse. So it could be characteristics of you wanting to establish your legacy business-wise, family-wise, because your money career can affect your family as well. So it could be pointing at you for that in that regards. Again, I have this tuned to many of you, so you got to tune into your relative reality. Okay, all right, so as I'll pull up all the cards, guys, for you here, and then I'll start reading them. Okay, I think I got you a few here. I'm going to be here a minute. Oh my, we have some cards, yes. Goodness, I don't usually get this many cards. Okay, so somewhere along the line you were in your present tense with your Line Vibe tribe. You have experienced some defeat. The good news is that's coming to an end. Perhaps this is with your past. You're in a tangled mess with some people, so I don't know if this is going back to this cutthroat competition or not. You have been through some failure, so perhaps that is what's coming to an end too. But you need to take your focus off of that failure. Definitely need to do that, because that's just going to perpetuate that. This has come to an end, so this means a new beginning, so you need to trust that. And yes, here we go, a new beginning and a new journey that you need to be on, and it will be successful. You have the love and support of the universe, and you are aware of this. You're feeling it. Right now, though, you're feeling like your world is upside down. Be vigilant. That's your theme card, so keep that in mind. So, like, if you've come into that new position that I'm talking about, and you got cutthroat competition, they're fighting and keeping it for you, or with the tanglements you've had in the defeat and the failure you've been through. If those are making you feel like your world is upside down, that's very understandable. Because here too, I'm seeing that your nightmares and fears have really come into your relative reality, and you've experienced that, which probably led right here into this defeat. But hang in there, guys, because your harvest is coming in, because you're following your passionate desires now, and that's what they're saying. Be vigilant and have courage and hang in there and be strong, because when you're following your passionate desires, you're following your higher self, you're going down your thriving path, and that will lead you to success. So hang in there. And like we're warring with some nostalgic memories of yesteryears or yesterdays that were better and funner, and we miss those. Don't let that pull you down in mire. So we got some healing we're going to have to do here too. And it looks like we're lacking some family support here as well. So I don't know if we have like perhaps family legacies he showed up in your past not being a fit. So I don't know if you were trying to establish something. For some reason, I don't usually say this, so this is the first intuition I got, though. It was like your own parental family legacy. The family legacy that your parents were trying to establish was not working. That's what I'm getting here. And that lack of family support is going there. And I don't know if you coming in your new position is causing some cutthroat competition with that family. Perhaps tune into your relative story. Some of you may be on that storyline. And you're clashing with this family with personalities that are not getting along and disagreeing and not able to spend time with them and connect and bond is what I'm getting here. And so this might be where you're feeling all this failure, because they might be telling you're a failure, and it's really hard to take your focus off of that because it's in your face, and it's probably been in your face quite a bit as you're coming into your own to do your thing. But the universe is saying, hang in there. They are supporting you to follow your passion desires. Be vigilant and do your own thing, and don't worry about them, guys. This is what I'm getting from your particular reading. So, and this is your own thing. And since this is money and career reading, I'm going to say this is your career, your path, or what's right for you to do career-wise. So, all right, that is your present test. So let's get your, what's your next step? What is in your highest alignment and good steps for you to take? And boy, we're going to be fighting for space over here. I'm sorry to see all this jumping with you guys. But be vigilant. That passion and desire is sitting up there. There's no beating that. This card here usually means you're with your aligned tribe, but this might be trying to say that you come from the people that you're supposed to be aligned with. I don't ever usually say this, but my intuition is coming that because you're supposed to be aligned with your family, but there was defeat with that because you're not. And I understand that. I've been there, guys. Absolutely been there. Okay. So let's see if you got a couple more cards here for this one, and I will read. Okay. All right. All right, so here your next step is they're definitely telling you to release any attachments. If this is your situation where your family, and see that goes back to this too, busting out of those paradigms, it's a need to. And in that regard, if you're on that storyline, this is definitely needs to be flipped. You need to bust out those paradigms and restrictions. This is what your next step is, them telling you to release those attachments. You can understand where you're not, you can understand where the personalities are clashing and it's not fun. And you understand the pain that you're in the ultimate defeat. But sometimes we'll still have that nostalgic memories back in the good old days when I was a kid and they loved me and supported me full. And that can be the attachment that you got to let go of for you to move forward on your new journey to be successful. Because your new journey of following your passion and desires will be successful. Be in alignment with who you are. So leave that be. And that's what they're telling you there. And then you have here, they're telling you to reflect on those emotions and heal them with those attachments here. And definitely heed your intuition with the moon card coming up in reverse here in this one. And this also represents Pisces for anybody that might be just being tossed out there for you. And again, they're indicating that lack of family support, but you don't need them. You are prepared and ready. Let's see if we can get you one more card, because what are we prepared and ready for? Let's see what we can get. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. You are prepared and ready, and you're learning some lessons, and I think through life, but you're prepared and ready for happily ever after. Love that. Love that. So your biggest takeaway is you're embarking a new journey, and you have the support and love of the universe, and it's one of your passionate desires, and that new journey is going to be successful. Be vigilant. Hang in there, guys, because you're prepared for that. You don't have the family support to do it. You don't need it. You absolutely do not need it. Just go within. Heal whatever emotions that are like stuck with that, and they're understandable, because your harvest is going to come in, guys. Your harvest is coming in. So that's great to see. Excellent. Okay, so that's your basic reading. So that was done with the Mystical Cat Tarot. Your theme card was with the Messenger Oracle. So now let's clarify for you with the Tarot Familiar. All right. And guys, if you need a personal reading, I do offer those, and you will find the links to those in the description box below. And if you follow me regularly and are a current subscriber, I'm glad to have you joining me here today. I'm thankful for each of you. And if you're new to my channel and love to subscribe, I would love to have you join me. In actuality, if you're finding this reading helpful, you can help me in return if you would like by subscribing, because as of the recording time of this video, I'm trying to reach my 100 subscribers to get my personal YouTube URL. But follow your heart. Okay, so let's clarify this theme. They've got the Be Vigilant. We do have the Priest Cat, or the Hierophant upright, but I think in this regard, it's really saying you need to release paradigms that are restricting you in structures, and that's from that family paradigm thing that are causing you all of these problems. Because I think you're trying to come into you may have come into some position already, career-wise, or you're getting ready to really embark that, but it's striking some competition, because you're not making them happy by doing what they want you to do. But be vigilant, going back to your theme card, and have courage and strength, and don't let go of your heart's desires. You hold on to that for everything you've got here. Do not let them get to you. You're feeling overwhelmed by this riffraff that they're causing you. Don't let it get to the best of you, guys, because they are reaffirming again what they just did in your next step. You are working on your happily ever after by following your your passionate desires. Be you. Do your thing. Do your thing. Not their thing. Be who you are. You're going to be successful with that, guys. You really will. Okay, so your past was showing you that family legacy that didn't work out. So I told you, I really got that from this one, that it was parental, not one that you were trying to establish. Someone has stepped out of a position of assisting you. So if it's from your family, maybe they were assisting you in ways, and because you were being the good child, doing what you wanted. And I'm not talking that you're a child anymore, you follow what I'm saying, the adult. I don't know if that played a role in that regard, but they're stepping out of that role, or someone was in a role of that, because they're more than likely still your friend, but that's going to put you in a position to come into your own power. But it looks like you held on to something to survive, because your ego's a little bit weary with something about that, and instead of going for something idea, which brought you out of balance. But you have some kind of success here. Some kind of success. You gathered something there. And I think that kind of goes back to where they came out of that role, I think, of assisting you. When they stepped out of that probably put you in a successful path. of coming into your own power, which might have led into you going into your own career, sure enough. Okay, so we're clarifying your past, and sometimes they're strange the way they clarify. They'll either reaffirm what you've been going through, or they start giving you details about now. Got the Hierophant now reverse. So yeah, I think here they're saying bust out of those paradigms, bust out of those restrictive structures that you had placed upon you and been growing up with. Let them go. They're not doing any good. And if you let them go, then you will feel family support. But now this type of family support will be a family of a truly aligned tribe that will support you. So it may not necessarily be a biological family or a family that you grew up with, even if it wasn't biological, but a family connection with people that are in alignment with you, and they become a family to you in that regards. And then Five of Pentacles, if they are giving you another what's your next step, because sometimes they will do that in the past, they're like abandon those old ideals, abandon that which is not working for you, let it go. Or they might be reaffirming that you might feel abandoned by this family legacy. You're going to tune into your relative story because you didn't follow what they wanted you to do, and you're experiencing that now, so that it could be also referring to that as well. So you got to tune into your particular reality there. Okay. Oh yeah, and the Hierophant also represents Taurus. My bad. I forget that one a lot. So if you've been following me a while, my bad. Just remembering. Okay. So clarifying your present. They had a lot to say. So there wasn't a line of Hydra, but I don't know if they were talking about alignment, like born into a family or what. Because you went through some ultimate defeat and entangled mess with people. And that one also represents Libra. But if it did go into anything legal by chance, depending on your story, that went well for you. But there has been failure, and we've been some focus on that failure. The Temperance card showing up, they're really telling you, get your focus off your failure, focus on what you want, put that law of attraction into action, what you want. You have it now. Write it down, read it, feel it, think about it, focus on it that way. And have faith, because the universe does have you. Get your focus off of that. And it's hard when you especially have family in your face. I've been there. I know what that's like. Oh, yeah, they're really clarifying for you here too. And then you're on a new journey, and you've got the universe supporting you. But you feel like your world is upside down right now, because the way things have been and support I think you've once had, it does feel like upside down. And but your harvest is coming in. They're assuring you of that, and it's just happening. Your harvest is coming in. So if you got in that new position, that career, even if they're pounding on you with your family and you're feeling overwhelmed by their cutthroat competition, then don't worry about it. Your harvest is coming in. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You've been experiencing some pains of your nightmares and your relativity, and that might be this turn against you as you've been doing that. And that's what's making you feel defeated. But don't worry, that defeat's coming to an end. And you might be going through some nostalgic memories in the past of where things were better and you were being supported perhaps in a child because they thought they could make you their progeny. Don't let that pull you down, because again, that lack of family support, not spending time with people that bonding with them, and because we're clashing with those pet personalities, is really, really coming up there. And so here we've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, because the king has fallen from his throne. With the clashing of the personalities, it's not going to work. You can't be successful staying with them and doing what they want you to do. Five of Swords, you have here, this is a clashing. They're trying to conquer you to adopt their values, and you're probably trying to tell them and share with them your perspectives, but they cannot hear it, and they don't understand it, and they can't get it. And hold on to your values. Don't let them pull you away from your values. Don't waste your time trying to do it. And here we are creating our nightmares and the things we don't want by trying to please these people. It's not going to work. It is just going to maintain your world being upside down. You have to be vigilant in being who you are. And remember, in so doing, following your passion desires, you're working on your happily ever after. You are actually creating that. So keep that in mind, guys. And then they are telling you you are in your power now, because you are following that passion desire. That is putting you in your power, and that's where you want to be. You hang on to them. Do not let it go. hold fast to that, guys. Be vigilant. This also represents Aries. So for any of you, it could be a toss in there. Hey, Aries, whether that be you or whoever you're engaged with in the family. And then the 7 of Fire too. Yep, the same thing again. Exact same thing. Hold firm. It could be also affirming that you might have came into that position and that they're pounding against you about that. And you're being yourself. With the Queen of Pentacles here, so hold firm to that. You're being yourself. You're having yourself together. You got your business together, your family, your own personal, what will become an immediate family. If you don't already have your immediate family, you might just be irritating. You already have your immediate family, irritating, that parental legacy. That really goes back to that, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And if you don't have your new family established yet, it will come, and you're going to be successful. Your harvest is coming in. You are bringing in your happily ever after by following your heart's desires. Don't let that go. So what is your next step? Let's clarify that. So they're telling you to release any emotional attachments that you may have towards your family, and pleasing them, let it go, because now you're on a journey for you that is successful. And they're also telling you to heal and reflect on any emotions there that might be affecting you as you're going down your new path, and definitely heed your intuition. And they're reminding you don't have the family support, but you don't need it because you're prepared and ready to go. You're going through a little life lesson now that is leading you to your happily ever after. Okay, so let's clarify that now. Okay. All right, again, I'm going to pull up a few cards and start reading them. There we go. All right, so again, the Strength card, guys, they're also telling you how that strength, it's a little bit challenging for you right now, and that's understandable. Also represents Leo, but have that strength, have that courage, trust the universe has got you anytime you follow your heart to do all you do. You are on your fate line, your heart fate line of going into thrival by following your passions, and that's the journey that is going to be successful. Then that's great. That is absolutely great. There's no beating that, guys. So have faith. Remember, and that's your happily ever after. Everybody's fate line that leads to their heart's desires is their path of thrival, not the egosphere of survival. Is there a destiny? Yes, the destiny of living and thriving and following your heart's desires, doing that which Source put within you, because Source wanted to experience a certain path for you. Can you bust that fate? Do you have that free will to do? Yes, you can. You can follow your fate into flow or not. And then you just go down a survival path that sucks. Things don't work out for you. Or you can follow your fate into flow and things get great. So it's up to you. You are on that, guys. You're happily ever after. That is great to see with that clarity. 4 of Cups here. So yeah, you've been feeling a little bit bored. You're bored with doing it the old way. Don't do it the old way. Do it your way. It's what you came here to do. And that's the true offer of love. You have a true offer of love here. And I think this true offer of love is really coming from within you to be who you are. But there may be a person also that could be coming in with a true offer of love to assist you to be on your path, to help you thrive and be who you truly are. And then that 9 of Pentacles is here. A true offer of love that... Using the 9 of Pentacles, I like to see... Wait, 9 of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, this is enjoying the fruits of your labor. My God, I was switching that up with another one. This is enjoying the fruits of your labor. You're unable to enjoy the fruits of the labor of what the family has done in the past. But with the true offer of love and coming into your thrival path, you will. So you just got to let go of that. Have that strength. Have that courage. Abandon or heal that attachment, and you'll be fine. You can then enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're really on a good path, guys. You really are. Your harvest is coming in. Be diligent. Okay, so now let's wrap this up real quick now here with the angels and ancestors oracles. Man, I'm gonna make room. cards say today. Okay, so the first one we got is the magic of guardian, unlock the magic within. So this reminds you are the magician. You can create anything that you desire, and you are actually creating your happily ever after, guys, by following your passionate desires. You just have to be vigilant in doing so. And then here we have the moon card here too. Take note of intuitive messages. You have to heed your intuition. You know things. You intuitively know things within you. And the moon is cyclic, and there's times, and you're in a time now of your time. You're coming into that age. And I mean, it doesn't matter when in your life you have decided to come into being who you are. You're in that cycle now. That's where you are. So heed your intuition. It's very important to do that. And you got the fire garden here. Follow those passionate desires that ignite you. It's just reaffirming, because that's what takes you down that path that is for you, that your heart path, your destiny that's made for you to thrive. That's exactly what takes it. So definitely heed that. That's definitely reaffirmed. Be vigilant with that, guys. And then you got the White Witch here. So White Witch, be the light. Here she is, and she's got the owl. People that are older than her, has more wisdom. You know, the owl's of wisdom. That family, you can give them respect. You can give them respect. But you can also follow your intuition and take that path that is yours. She says that too, along with the moon. Follow that path that is yours. You can respect them and be the light and offer them love as best you can. But don't let them knock you down. You hold on to your values. You hold on to your path that's right for you. You can offer them love as best you can. And if they can't support you, then that's on them. You just remain loving, remain firm. You're working on your happily ever after, and you can have it. So hang in there, guys. You're on your right path, and you've got all the support of the universe for you to attain your goals. You can do this. You got this, guys. You got this. Be vigilant. For you, I will recommend the heart chakra would be really good for you. I do a chakra clearing at the beginning of the month, and I just did one. It's really good. I got music with this one, I like. But anyway, I will put that card up for you, because that will go through and cleanse your energy, your aura, all 12 of your major chakras, ground you to Mother Earth, and you'll come back and open up your heart chakra. So that will clear out all of these emotional traumas and energies that have been put on you and have made you feel tied and tethered and defeat. That'll help you clear all that. And then once you come back up and open up that heart chakra, that puts you ever more into your power to follow your heart's desires and do that which is right for you. So I'll be sure to put that card up for you. Okay, guys. So I really appreciate you being here. That's your reading for today. And if you found this helpful, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, because that helps me back in return. Helps me circulate my video out to others to reach more, to help them, and I appreciate that. And again, I'm glad you're here with me. And if you're new, welcome. I'm glad to have you join me here. And if you want to hit the bell notifications to keep up with when I send out my tarot readings at the beginning of the week, or my Secret musings in the middle of the week, or my chakra clearings at the first week of the month. And until next time, guys, much love and much light.